see how the NFL players continued their protests across this weekend's matches. NFL players have continued their protests before and during the national anthem against perceived social injustice. They defied President Trump's wish for the demonstrations to stop, although there were far fewer protests across the league. Several teams decided to make their feelings known before the anthem was played, including at Wembley when New Orleans Saints players took a knee on the sidelines. Former Chicago Bear Sean Gale says people from different backgrounds have more in common than they realize. 3 Miami Dolphins wide receiver Kenny Stills, tight end Julius Thomas and safety Michael Thomas then kneeled during the anthem. That gesture was repeated by other teams including the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Woe's act was booed. Ravens fans booed their team as they took to one knee for a moment of unity ahead of their game against Pittsburgh. Both the Ravens and the Steelers players then stood for the anthem. The Baltimore Ravens protest prior to the American national anthem. Elsewhere, players continued to demonstrate during the anthem, with Denver Broncos Brandon Marshall raising a fist. The Oakland Raiders' Marshawn Lynch was the only member of his team to protest as he remained seated, while several members of the Seattle Seahawks also continued to sit on the bench. One of the largest demonstrations during the anthem came from the San Francisco 49ers, with many kneeling. But many teams chose not to protest at all, including the Indianapolis Colts, who had every member of the team standing. Trump angered NFL stars, team owners and league officials on September the 22nd, after describing any player who had protested against racial injustice by refusing to stand for the anthem as a son of a look at the issue that is dominating both the front and back pages across the world. President Trump's criticism of NFL players protesting during the national anthem. Former San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick began the protest in 2016 following the deaths of several African-American men during confrontations with police. More than 150 players across the league kneeled or sat down during the playing of the anthem last week. The move drew criticism from Trump and fans, with accusations that the protesting players were disrespecting the national anthem and the U.S. military. On Saturday, Trump again raised the issue on Twitter, demanding players stand for the anthem, saying very important that NFL players stand tomorrow, and always, for the playing of our national anthem. Respect our flag and our country.